Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Arizona Scott Selections here for Wednesday, May 12th. Before we get into today's play of the day, a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We're going to pick up a nice winner in the NBA with the Kings minus 10.5 at minus 110 on FanDuel. We're going to fade the Thunder. We gambled on Dort potentially not playing. He did not. And Oklahoma City, once again, ended up losing handily. I believe the Kings won by 16 or so. They were actually trailing at the half. Then they absolutely mauled Oklahoma City in the third quarter and ended up holding on to win by enough to cover the number. So a nice winner there. We'll look for another winner in the NBA here on Wednesday. And for the play today, we're looking at a matchup between the Washington Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, we like a total here. We like the over. And the best line currently available is 239 at minus 112 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2:16 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like the over 239 here. First of all, a great number there on DraftKings. Look at the other books. Every other book either has 239.5 or 240. So I do expect to see a decent amount of over money coming in on this game. And the main reason why, you look at Washington, and this team has been an over-better's dream, complete freight train. I'm not going to step in front of it. Each of Washington's last 6 games have gone over, and these are some really high totals. Most of these totals in either the high 230s or even low to mid 240s. Hasn't really mattered. Games have flown over. And you look at Atlanta, each of its last 3 games have gone over as well. These teams, of course, did play on Monday. Game landed 249. But you're looking at Washington. The team is number 1 in pace. Westbrook, of course, goes up and down like crazy. 20-plus assists, 20-plus points, even 15-plus rebounds at times. He's going to push the pace as much as possible. And Atlanta is a team that I'd say doesn't really like to play that fast, but it has definitely participated in an up-tempo style against this opponent. Plus, Atlanta lives at the foul line, and Washington does foul a lot. And you saw that Trae Young ended up having about 36 points because he got to the foul line a lot in that game on Monday. And I do think that Washington, pretty undisciplined defensively. They don't really guard anybody. I think you'll see Atlanta probably scored at least 120. I think there's a good chance Washington scored at least 120 as well. Now, the thing you have to keep in mind there is that 239 does sound like a huge total. However, if you break it down by quarter, it is 60 points per quarter, and you end up picking up a winner. And you're looking at a spot where Washington, as I said before, number 1 in pace. This team really should give up at least 125, maybe even 130 in this spot. Give up 125 against the Hawks in the last game, and the Hawks missed a bunch of shots in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Washington still has a solid offense with or without Beal. Of course, it's better with Beal, but he did not play in the last game, and Washington still scored 124. This game, I think, should be pretty close down to the wire, but at the end of the day, you might pick up an overtime draw, but I don't think you're going to need it. You look at the way that these two teams have played, the way that these teams matched up on Monday, and 239 is simply too low. Washington total should blindly be priced within the 240s, and that's just a requirement at this point. Don't get me wrong, if this Washington game goes under, I'll be disappointed, but I can't step in front of a freight train. I got to be on it. So for that reason, the play of the day, once again, here for Wednesday, May 12th, is going to be on the Wizards and the Hawks over 239 at minus 112 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.